Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. Okay, my waterfall is going, but I see it's leaking. I thought I had it fixed, but it's not. So I hope everyone is doing okay. Where did I put my lighter? I was looking for eggs one day and I bought a lot of eggs, so it gets to the point that you have a couple eggs left and you have to eat them. So one of the things was, at one point I couldn't find eggs during this pandemic, so that's a bad situation. Let me see if this thing is going. My phone has been okay, not super duper. Okay, so I want to make a breakfast sandwich and a breakfast burrito. So the first thing I need is 2 eggs. So when I first started working, I didn't eat out, but later on, you know, I only worked like from 9 to 3, and you could earn a decent amount of money. But as time went on, I had to work a lot more hours, and so what I did was, here's the butter I made. I just took 1 carton of heavy cream and I ground it in my blender. And you know, it makes some really nice butter for $1. So I started eating out all the time. For lunch, it was usually a hamburger. And a lot of times I would eat burritos or breakfast sandwiches. And so now I'm not really going out to eat much. I just don't feel comfortable eating food that other people's hands have touched. So I've been in the house all day. I have mint tea, which is one of my favorites. And I want to mention something. Okay, I want to show you my little plants. These are, what I did is when my food had seeds, I planted it and some grew, and I don't know what it is, but you know, I'll find out. And then I have a couple cactuses. So I found eggs at 7-Eleven. And so one good thing about eggs, if you buy, what happened here? My refrigerator, I will admit to you, was sometimes a disaster. So if you buy a lot of eggs, like 60 eggs at the beginning of the month, it forces you to have to eat eggs, and they're very cheap. These weren't the cheapest eggs I've ever met because, you know, it was in the middle of the coronavirus thing and there was like no eggs, so I had to pay 7-Eleven, you know, for the eggs, but at the time I was glad to. So I have a couple of, I don't have any English muffins, but I did have a couple of really nice rolls too. So I want to eat them both. Dinner rolls, I bought them at 99¢ only. So I can make some pretty good breakfast sandwiches. Are they good as McDonald's? Not really. I mean, that's kind of like impossible, you know? Oh, look, my water. I thought I had it fixed. It's good enough. So I don't want to invest too much money on my last 2 eggs. I don't. So for the burrito, this doesn't look good, but these are my beans, and they're going to taste good. If you put beans on the bottom and eggs on top, and then I just have a dry pan, and I'm going to heat a burrito in my dry pan. Dollar Tree. And then I made salsa, homemade. It's almost, this is Rotel tomatoes and I ground them in the blender. I'm going to flip my eggs. I don't like my eggs in any way, anything but really, really done. You know, I don't trust the eggs to be totally and completely salmonella free. I wish I could say I do, but I don't. And then I bought some cheese at Dollar Tree. So I had this If you've never tried it, I find it to be good. Here's the beans. I bought a big can, and this is the second time, and I still have a half a can left. And then this is some orange juice that I froze. Let's see if it's unfrozen. No, it's not. But I took it out, and I thought I might as well drink it because I have no problems finding oranges to squeeze. Okay, now let me get my So for my sandwich, I'm just going to have eggs and cheese. I think that's good enough. I find this jalapeno cheese to be good. So, you know, if you make your food at home, it's a lot cheaper, you know. So I think we're all holding up pretty well. You know, it seems like everybody is taking it pretty much in stride. I'm sure a lot of the families are having a hard time. But it's not half as bad as I thought it was going to be. I expected looting and everything else. We might not be out of the woods yet with that. So let me give you a shot. This is a pretty good breakfast sandwich. It could be bread. It doesn't have to be. Okay, so to prepare for the second wave, I will be getting, as soon as I can get out of the house, the COVID virus is peaking a little bit here, so I'm staying in the house until after Easter. I just want to emphasize, a false prophet will lead his flock into danger. Do not go out of your house and attend church in a big group. It's super dangerous. That is something that a false prophet would do. And it could cost you your life. If you guys know anyone who's died like we do, you know it's not a joke. So on the second wave, I will try to find Tylenol. I buy it at the dollar stores. I mean, it's better than nothing. Someone said don't buy cheap medication, but it's for an emergency. Toilet paper, I will be stocking up the rest of my life. Masks, gloves, I will buy a lot as soon as I can. Top ramen, who thought we were going to run out of top ramen? I got beef, I can't find chicken in the packets. Meat, there was points here where we could only get, and it may come back, I don't know, meat. Spices, I want to make sure I have lemon pepper, Italian spices, garden supplies. One thing that I do is I bring my plants in. Hi, you guys! And I talk to them and I attend to them, and I will be buying a few bags of this and more candles in case, you know, the power goes out. Okay, now. So what I'm going to be doing is eating my stockpile down. But what I want to do first is I want to eat all my half-eaten packages, and I want to eat the food down in my refrigerator and freezer and secure food that's sufficient for the second wave, because I believe one's coming. So if I take one item out of my stockpile, and I constantly look out for this. This is a really nice box of cereal. I got it 99¢ only, and I will be buying stuff like this. But say if I took this out of my stockpile, I would try to buy two. But if I can find discounted packages, sometimes I find the cereal big boxes for 50¢. Oh, and then I will be working on the stockpile. Okay, I learned something during this COVID virus. And what I learned is you want to stockpile cases of peas, and corn because you can make soup, but also they use peas in Beyond Burgers, peas and rice. So if you have rice, these vegetables will help you out. Tomatoes and green beans. Tomatoes you can make, I made quite a few things out of my tomatoes. I made that tomato pasta. You can make spaghetti sauce. So I want to put the beans on the bottom. I just added water to these and cooked them down. I find them to be good. So this is going to be a pretty substantial burrito. This is actually 2 meals. What I like to do is I like to just make enough for 1 meal and eat that down. But since I had 2 eggs, you know, and then I have salsa here, but let me give you a shot. And believe, you've seen me make this before, the burrito and egg. So this way, if you don't have any meat, this is going to make a pretty substantial meal. Especially if you have children, you want to teach them how to survive in case something happens. I mean, none of us parents are going to be around forever. I hope you guys are all preparing a little something for Easter. It doesn't have to be a big deal. A lot of us are Christians, and I just wanted to mention, this is about the judgments. I wanted to mention some of these judgments may be unappealing to non-believers, but if you read the New Testament, the first 4 books, there was no account on harms done to sinners by Jesus. So I think that might be one way people might be deceived. Who do we know who likes to kill, you know, destroy? It's not Jesus. So you guys, let me see how many minutes we have going on here. Okay, you guys, I'm trying to keep it short, so please Happy Easter, and God bless you all, whether you're a Christian or not, that's up to you. And please comment and subscribe, and God bless you all.